Hi Year 2, welcome to our first reading comprehension lesson this week. This week we're looking at fiction texts, and fiction texts are stories, they're not real. Our fiction text today is called The Fox and the Cockerel by Kate Ruttle. One evening, a cockerel flew into his roosting tree, settled down beside the hens and crowed happily at the sunset. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Shortly after, a fox came and settled down under the tree. He looked up at the cockerel. "Can I help you?" asked the cockerel politely. "Oh yes," said the fox, "I have good news. From today, all animals are friends. We will never harm each other or eat each other ever again. I am so happy, I want to give you a hug." Cockerel was a bit suspicious, but he said, "That's excellent news," and he crowed as if to celebrate. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Then he stretched his neck and peered into the distance. "Look," he said, "the farmer's dogs have heard the good news. If you wait a moment, you can give them a hug too." "Perhaps the news hasn't reached them yet," said the fox. "They might chase me," and away he ran. The hens clucked. "You are clever," they said. "Well, I'm certainly not as stupid as the fox thinks I am," said the cockerel. Cock-a-doodle-doo. So before you answer the questions, remember my top tips. Read the questions slowly and carefully. Take note of the words in bold. Underline or highlight the key words in the question and find them in the text. Then read around the words to find the answer. If there is more than one part to a question, then treat each part separately. Here are your questions. Pause the video here, have a go at answering them, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. Question number 1. Look at the first sentence. What does the word roosting mean? Choose one. So you've got a word in bold there, which is one. Now, the best way to answer this is by doing what we call a process of elimination. So get rid of the ones you know it's definitely not. Give yourself a mark if you ticked sleeping. Question number 2, what did the cockerel crow at? Give yourself a mark if you wrote the sunset. Question number 3, find and copy the 4 words that tell you the good news that Fox is sharing. So look at those words in bold. You are finding and copying a sentence. And you should have written, all animals are friends. Give yourself a tick if you wrote that. Question number 4, why did the fox run away when he thought the farmer's dogs were coming? Give yourself a mark if you wrote something along the lines of, he was frightened of the dogs might chase him, something along those lines. Question number 5, what do you think the fox would have done if the cockerel had flown down to him? Give yourself a mark if you wrote something along the lines of eaten him or taken him away. Question number 6, what lesson does this fable teach us? Choose one. So look at that word in bold, you're just ticking one. And give yourself a mark if you ticked, if something sounds too good to be true, then it's probably not true. Well done for working so hard, Year 2. I will see you next time. Bye.